Hi guys, if you're in need of a fully funded scholarship to study in Europe, the Banach Nawa Programme is offering a fully funded scholarship to do your second cycle studies, which is your master's in Poland. And if you are from any of these countries listed here, you're eligible to apply. If you're from Vietnam, Zambia, Macedonia, Philippines, India, Indonesia, Republic of Congo, Angola, Nigeria, and so on and so forth, you're eligible to apply for the Banach Nawa program. The program aims at supporting the socio-economic development of developing countries by improving the level of education and professional qualifications of citizens of countries eligible to participate in the program by offering a scholarship to undertake the second cycle studies in Poland. The second cycle is basically the master's, while the first cycle is a bachelor. So the program is a joint initiative of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Polish National Agency for Academic Exchange, implemented as part of the Polish Development Cooperation Program. The call is conducted in the agency's ICT system by four country groups. So every country or every country that's eligible to apply is grouped into four. To fill out an application for the program in the system, you have to select the appropriate group to which your country belongs. So let's dive straight in. So the scholarship is for winter 2024/2025 session and is available to countries that are listed here, like I said earlier. And some of the eligible criteria is one, you must not be a Polish citizen for you to apply. So if you're a citizen of Poland, you're not eligible to apply, and you have to be planning to undertake your master's program in the winter 2024/2025 academic year. So basically, if you're in the last semester of your studies, you're eligible to apply. For an example, if you're a citizen of Nigeria and you're in your fourth year, second semester, you're eligible to apply as long as you write to your university and they off and they give you a certificate or a document that shows that you've passed all of your exams. That also shows your name, your course of study, and when you plan to graduate. You can use that to apply, pending till when your certificate comes out. You're eligible to apply. So you obviously must not have obtained your master's before you apply for this master. So if your master's holder already, you're not eligible to apply. This is basically for those that have only obtained their BSc or they're planning to obtain their BSc in the next couple of weeks. So if you've received the NAWA scholarship in the past, you're also not eligible to apply. If also you're planning to study any of the courses in Polish, you need to have a minimum of A2 when you want to take your 1 year preparatory course. So the 1 year preparatory course is the course that you need to take before your studies in Polish. That's if you're planning to undertake a study in Polish. Why is a minimum of B2 if you're planning to just start your masters in Polish at once? So basically, you need A2 and B2 respectively. So if you're planning to undertake a course in English, you need to have a minimum level B2 before you start your course. But there's an exception. If you can write to your university and they send you a document that shows that throughout your years of study, the mode of instruction was in English, you're going to waive that policy. Or if you want to study in any of the Polish courses, and you can tell your university to give you a document to show that the mode of instruction throughout your bachelor degree was in Polish, you're going to use that as a proof of language proficiency. So let's go to the thematic scope of activities implemented under the program. Just like I said, at the stage of applying for funds, like I said, for Polish language path, there'll be a preparatory course and a second cycle studies. Or B, second cycle studies in Polish without a preparatory course. So these are any of the options that you can plan to jump on. Then for the English language path, you have a second cycle studies, your master's in English, as well as a Polish language and culture course. Yes, because you're studying in Poland, you need to learn their culture, you need to learn a bit of their language for you to communicate effectively with the citizens. So it's part of the whole process. So we would also click on this link that leads you to the universities available to apply. Basically, you have to apply to a public university because applying to a public university waives the tuition automatically. While if you apply to a private university, you're going to sit with them and they will determine if the fees will be waived or not. But if it's a public university, it's automatically waived. Then you start receiving your monthly stipend of about 1,800 Polish zloty. So let's click on this link to take us to where the universities are. Then we can search. So this is the study finder. Let me just choose technological sciences, then the level, let me see, master's program here, as it should be, English, then click on go. Then these are the universities that are offering the technological sciences courses. So, but please do your due diligence to ensure that the university you're applying to is a public university. Avoid private universities, if you ask me, for you to have a smooth application process as well as everything required. Because it's a fully funded scholarship, you don't want to apply to a university that will tell you to pay 10% of the fees, right? So let's go back to where we were. So the deadline for this application is 27th of June 2024 at 3 o'clock Warsaw time. That's Polish time. So yes, you have about 9 days, but it's advisable to apply on time because most scholarships are awarded to applicants that apply on time because they don't have time. They just select the ones that are eligible, and if they've gotten the required numbers, the rest will just be left aside. That's what I think, though. It's not. I'm not really sure about that. So, as at the time I'm recording this video, today's the 18th. So you have about 1 week and 1 day. It's about 8 days, 9 days or so. So you don't need to wait till that time. Just put your applications together and just, submit. I think it will save you a lot of stress and gives you higher chance to be in the pool of those that will be selected. How to submit an application? This is the form. But before you submit, you must have gained admission in a public university. It's very important that you do that. So that's the form. Um, yes. Time frame for project implementation, application procedure. Yes, like I said, if your country is in any of these groups, that's the group you're going to click in the application form when you apply. So basically, you're going to apply as a citizen of a country in a certain group. So because I'm Nigerian, when I'm applying, I will click on group 4 in the application folder. So when you click on it, you're going to see all I'm talking about. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a message and I'll reply when I have the time to. So let's go to the list of required documents to attach. One, you need to have a scanned passport data page, which shows your details as an applicant, shows your name, where you obtained your passport from, the expiry date, as well as the date it was issued, that. Also, a scanned copy of your bachelor's degree certificate is very essential. So if you've not gotten your bachelor's degree, let's say you're at your final year, the last semester of your final year, you need to write to your university for them to give you a document that will show one, your name and your surname, the name of the university issuing the certificate, basically your current university, and the name of the course that you are studying, the date of your completion of your undergraduate study, or when you plan to graduate. Also, you need to give an information about the main grade and also list all the subjects along the final grade. Basically, all of the subjects you did in the university, the score and the grade. If it doesn't meet up to the Polish standard, you might have to do a transcript evaluation to be able to meet the standard. Then lastly, it obviously will need a stamp on the document to prove authenticity. Then the third application process is you need to, like I said, you need to have obtained admission from the university that you want to attend. Remember, you need to apply to a public university, avoid private universities. So these are some of the options to show that you have gained admission before you apply. So just read through it and do your due diligence, put all your application together and make sure they're competitive. So let's continue. Scan documents confirming the knowledge of your language. Like I said, you need to show certificate of English language or Polish language proficiency. An exception to this includes a document from your university indicating that your mode of instruction throughout your bachelor's degree was either in Polish or in English. As long as you have that with a stamp, you're good to go. So that's an exception to the language proficiency. So, and then lastly, they said it's optional, but a letter of recommendation from a Polish diplomatic mission in accordance with the area of accreditation of the facility. This is touchy. They said it's optional, but trust me, this is about 30% maximum of the points required for you to be in the pool of those to be selected for the scholarship. So if I were you, I'm going to get this. It's optional, but how would you stand out when you score, for an example, um, 60% and some other person has 60% and they have to choose between you and the person? Something has to stand out. So things like these are things that stand out in applications. So ensure that you go beyond what is required just in case so you can stand out and stand the chance to be selected as one of the beneficiaries. So I recommend that you get this letter of recommendation from the public Polish diplomatic mission. Try as much as possible to get that to help you. So the procedures for assessing and selecting applicants for financing or funding is one, they have general assumptions, formal assessments, substantive assessments. So for the substantive assessment criteria, see why I told you, you should get a recommendation letter. They said it was optional, but it weighs about 30% of your marks. See why it's important to always go beyond what is being requested. So the arithmetic mean of grade from first, it means that the grade will also determine your grade from your undergraduate degree, that's your bachelor's degree, will play a major role in the selection process. So if you have like excellent results, yes, that's fine. You stand a higher chance to be selected. That's part of the assessment though. So that's about it. Okay, let's get to the project budget. You have a monthly stipend of 1,800 Polish zloty. But there's a travel grant, right? So the travel grant is paid together with the first month stipend. So the first month is usually higher than other months because it includes your travel grant as well as your monthly stipends. So we're going to get to that so that you know how much you get paid in the first month. So secondly, exemption of fees for education at the public universities. Like I said earlier, make sure you apply to public universities. Lump sum for international travel costs. So they usually send they usually pay for travel costs to come to Poland. The monthly stipend is 1,800 Polish zloty and is paid for a maximum of 12 months. Then the lump sum for the cost of international travel is paid alongside the first month of stipend. So the amount varies by country. I think it's as a result of. I think is this. I think this amount it depends on how close the country is to Poland. Because countries that are closer to Poland, the amount is lesser. Just like Belarus. Belarus is just 1,000 Polish zloty. Bosnia, Herzegovina, and all of that, 1,500 Polish zloty. Albania, 1,000 Polish. So basically, this is what your country, if you're a citizen of any of those countries, this is what you get as per the lump sum for travel costs. So it's going to be paid together with your 1,800 Polish zloty, which is actually a generous scholarship. And if there's any case that may require the scholarship amount to be increased by 500 Polish zloty, it will also be done. So we've come to the end of the Banach Nawa Scholarship Program, and the results will be announced by 30th of September 2024. This is the end of the scholarship briefing. If this is the first time you're on my channel, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video to your family and friends that may be in need of a scholarship. This channel is strictly for migration, travel, and different updates that requires travel abroad. So if this resonates with what you need, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I share a new content about scholarship, you'll be one of the first persons that will be notified. Thank you for watching this video, and put your application in order. Make them stand out so that you stand a higher chance to be selected for this fully funded Banach Nawa scholarship program. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I wish you all the best. Bye.